Hey Mario Karters and Frenzy fans, welcome to our channel.
We're in the Mario vs. Luigi Tour version 18. And we got a STRAT chat going on.
Yeah,
Frenzy Fangirl and I are back in town. And this week is just bonkers because of ranked. We got some hard courses. We got some crazy ranked rewards. And everyone in the community is like, we gotta see everyone's loadouts. We gotta see all the competition. Who's getting Gold Luigi Knight? Who's not? And so here we are. We're gonna do a little STRAT chat. We got Issa, we got Firestorm, and we got Geeves, longtime Frenzy family members. Welcome to the episode. How are you guys?
Good.
You're good. Doing good.
All right, well, we're going to start round robin. We're going to start with Issa, then Firestorm, and Geeves. So, Issa, tell us where you are from and tell us, a lot of people have already seen you, but how you approach the game. Are you free to play? Are you a whale? Are you a little Nemo?
And what your goals are in the game right now.
What's your story?
All right. Well, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. I started playing the game. I've always said I don't remember exactly when I started playing the game. I think it was September, October of 2019, but it was around the beginning of the game. I started playing it because I just always loved Mario Kart. I love Mario. My first Mario Kart game was Double Dash. Then I played DS, and then I played the Wii. And I haven't ever really played another Mario Kart game on a console like that until, even though it's not a console, Mario Kart Tour. And I wanted to test it out. At first, I was kind of like, I have to get used to the controls. But once I got used to the controls and everything, it was just up from there. I was in college when I started playing the game, so that definitely, helped me. It was my go-to, a hobby of mine when I didn't have schoolwork or anything, and it's a game that just really keeps me sane. So, it's been going on really strong. At first, I used to only care about rank mode. But now I am leaning towards the ACR now. I don't know about top 100, top 10, but definitely top 1000 is doable for me, and doing rank. So yeah, and ultimately I'm just here to have fun and play the game and just have fun and invest in, things that I enjoy or things I think that would help me out progress. So yeah.
Okay, so quick question for you, because I asked you before we started technically recording, but for people who have been playing the game for a while but have never done an ACR run, what is the significant difference in your gameplay that allows you to do an ACR run versus beforehand? Is it time? Is it loadouts? What's been the game changer, the mental shift for you?
I would say definitely time. I felt like I've always had the loadouts to go for top 1000, but I thought it was going to take forever to try to, reach top 1000. I thought you had to invest a lot of time into the game, but I've come to find out that I really don't have to invest too much time into the game. Now, I have been playing every single day. I don't know, it's because I just gotten more into the game ever since after I got my gold Mii suit. And I'm now following the Mii meta train, so that's definitely been helping out my loadouts. And I just felt like I need to do more than just rank mode. I used to only just try to do rank mode, and that was it, and then do the daily challenges. But then I was like, I need to start embracing these tracks more. I just need to stop focusing on these 6 tracks that we have and play all the tracks. So that's why I started getting into ACR more, spend more time in the game. Now, I don't spend all my time into the game, but just enough to get top 1000, to grind for top 1000. Personally, I like to start off with 70%. I use the Mario Kart toolbox, so shout out to the creator of that. I personally like to start off all my tracks with 70%, and then after that, I'll look for all my coin boxer tracks and do 80% at least. I think I think that's enough to be top 1000. But yeah, That's how I strategize how I'm gonna do it. Rank mode, if I feel like I can get higher, I tend to wait until like the last day or the second to last day to see where my opponents are at. And then if I feel like I can do it, I feel like I will go ahead and grind a little bit more rank mode. But if I feel like I can't, I'm good at where I'm at in rank mode, I wouldn't grind. I'll just focus on ACR still. Now for this tour, week 2, yeah, I'm done for rank mode. I'm not gonna even focus on that. I'm gonna focus on ACR just to keep, my score. But other than that, yeah, I would just say time is definitely something that I'm investing more into. The loadouts, like I said, I've always felt like I had the loadouts. I just thought I thought I would have to invest too much time to at least get top 1,000.
Awesome. And for those who are watching who have never done an ACR run, when he's talking about like the 70 and 80%, he's basically saying like, who is the one who releases those numbers each tour?
I believe the fellow's name is DKR.
DKR is a very smart individual, and he comes out and he says, if you guys hit every single action, this is like the action count that you can expect. Like this is a perfect run, essentially. Ish. Yeah. And so when Issa says he's hitting 70 to 80%, if it's like a 200 action run, if it's 80%, you're hitting like what, 160 actions out of the 200.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right, Firestorm, you're up. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah. Firestorm here. Day 1 player, feels kind of crazy. I mean, it's just nuts that we're in year 4, of this whole crazy journey. The game's changed so much since then. Yeah, I'm in Orlando, Florida, House of the Mouse. So yeah, beating out the heat this summer, the humid, crazy storms. So yeah, I mean, I'm a gold pass. I was gold pass from the beginning. I kind of signed up on gold pass. I'm a Nintendo kid. I mean, I was playing, I think Super Nintendo was my first console. So I've just been a Nintendo kid from the beginning. But I think that Mario Kart 64 was my first, like when I fell in love with Mario Kart. So I have a bit of a special place in my heart for all the 64 tracks that have been getting introduced, which has been really fun. And so, yeah, I was gold pass for a long time. And then there was probably a time when I edged into the Nemo space and was like kind of buying more stuff back then, buying packs. And I think there was probably a stretch of 6 months where I was buying a pack a tour and just trying to like kind of upgrade my account a little bit. But
Question for you.
Yes.
Was that in the pipe pulling days?
That was in the pipe pulling days. So I was trying to increase my Ruby count so I could get a little bit more of a robust account. And get dupes, the day when dupes mattered, and pulling on special pipes to upgrade my stuff. And so I did that for a while, but then when pipes went away, I mean, I really am almost gold pass only nowadays. I haven't bought almost any of the, I don't think I've bought any of the premium challenge plus stuff. I do buy an occasional commemorative just because I like a lot of the commemorative stuff, so I'll buy that occasionally, but that's really all I buy. And so but it's a good thing of like, I still have been doing, I think I've been in top 1,000 for the past year solid now. I think I've gotten it for almost an entire year, top 1,000 with just being gold pass. So it's definitely possible to do and to not actually have to stress too much about it. So I don't actually do a lot of grinding. The gold me suit definitely has helped with that. I have the gold me suit and I have blockhead, both very high, and I think that has made my life much easier in terms of ACR achievements. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And now in the game, currently in the game, I'm definitely like, I shifted a little towards the me meta, but I'm still not. I've taken a lot of the route that, like, a little bit of like what Sammy has, where he has his me suits, but I have the few me suits that I've kind of chosen, been like, okay, yeah, I'll invest in this me suit. But I still am of the person and the kind of style that's like, I want to play as the people I want to play as, like, and Like I took Poochie up because I thought Poochie was awesome, and I'm fine with that. I love that I've got, Poochie up at 6'2", I think. And so it's like I'm still going to invest in original characters and stuff, and because that's what I enjoy about the game. So yeah.
Well, it's good to hear that you can still do top 1000 consistently without doing the Miis, because Frenzy Fanboy and I are having this conversation this week where I'm struggling because Poochie was like the character one of the characters I was most looking forward to, right? And I still haven't dumped a ticket into him yet. And this week is the first week since he's been released that he would help me out in ranked if I took him to level 6. But I'm so torn because Donkey Kong Mii's on that one, who's also at level 1. So if I'm dumping the same amount of tickets into a character, and Donkey Kong Mii gives me like 4,000 more points on the same track just because of those base points, it's such a struggle to decide what to do. Anyways, we can talk about that later. But
yes, I have a good point on that. We can chat later, but okay. I'll pass it over to Geeves for now.
Yeah, Geeves, you're up.
I'm Geeves. I'm kind of new to the game, so with all the new faces, I don't think I've met you before, so it's great to finally be on your show.
Yeah, and I mean, we've never hung out before, and I heard it was your birthday yesterday, so I was like, Frenzy Fanboy, can we just kind of
this once?
This one time, can we invite him to the Cool Kids Club?
Just this once.
Well, I'm very honored.
Happy birthday, Geeves!
Yes, it was my birthday yesterday, and I had a really great time. My wife and kids left me in the morning, so they're gone till the 5th of July. So I'm not in my usual spot. I'm able to hang out in my more casual area at the house. So
you haven't been exiled down to the basement?
No.
Man cave.
It's a little bit lonely, but I'm surviving. They're not going to be back till the 5th, so we'll see how that goes.
Eating out every night? Is it eating out every night?
No. I actually have some leftover pizza sitting next to me.
Chicago pizza.
No, it's not Chicago pizza. Chicago pizza's crap. That's a whole different show. But I live in Chicago, so yeah, Chicago pizza. I have been playing Mario Kart since day one. I'm not like a huge gamer. I think I just got into this through the pandemic. We did have a Nintendo. When I was a kid, we had the original Nintendo Entertainment System. We had, when my wife and I were first married, we got a DS. We each got a Nintendo DS, and then we had some serious battles with Mario Kart Tour on the DS, and we had to put that game down so we could save our marriage. But that's kind of how it started. And then we got, for my 35th birthday, my wife got me a Wii. No, it was my 30th birthday. Wow, I'm old. And I remember getting Mario Kart Wii, and that was a lot of fun. Also kind of ruined our marriage a little bit. So when Mario Kart Tour came around, I said, I'm going to take this one, hun, but please don't join. So she doesn't have an account. She doesn't play. She doesn't care about what I do at Mario Kart. It's, which is good. But yeah, so I really got hooked on because of the pandemic. We were locked in. The community's just been so important to me. It's been such a, despite all, the accomplishments and success in the game, I think that, the community really means more than all that. It really got through COVID for me because I like to hang out with friends and stuff, and to not do that for a while. It was a really great place to go to. So, even now that we're we're all pretty much back open and stuff, I still love it. So, I've, Frenzy fan guy and girl, you guys are my friends. I've become friends with Studfit and Sammy D, and just a lot of people who so important to me. So, I don't see, I've had my ups and downs in the games, just like any kind of, normal human being, but it still brings me back. So when I started, I really didn't understand the concept of the game, what the point was, how to get points and all that stuff. I think maybe it took me a few months just to decide to get the gold pass. And then I really want to succeed, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm not spending money on like stuff like going out and stuff, so I started putting money in the game. It was a lot of fun, and I'm very fortunate to do that. And I'm a whale. I'm not a successful whale, but I'm a whale. But it's
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm like multiple top tens. He
Yeah.
says.
two. I mean, it was two, but I mean, I guarantee, like, if there are others out there, if they had my account, I would think that they can get like many more. But I do like to, again, it's a balance of, whenever I did my top tens, I did one top 10 where I failed and it drove me nuts because I spent so much time away from my family from it. The other two just kind of came natural, where it wasn't very a crowded top 10 where a lot of people were going for it. So you're able to. So I kind of like those, and so transitioning to our strat, I think this tour is kind of like that, especially with the excitement of the next tour. I think there might be a spot. I don't know. There's other conditions with the shrooming and stuff, and I'm on the fence with what to do about that. I don't even know if we should get into that. But I think at the last refresh I was 11th. So we'll see how things progress along. I finally had some time today. But again, when I go for these, like I this is really like a no expectations kind of thing. Like, the game is just to truly have fun, and if you get lucky, then go. But like, if I don't get it, whatever, like, I will not be disappointed. I've been there where I tried, I didn't get it, and that was horrible, and I never want to do that again. So whatever happens, if I get it, I will be ecstatic. If not, there might be another opportunity. We'll see. It's just a fun game, and it's just. That's kind of what keeps me going.
Now, Geeves is one of like the most humble players in the game. If you don't know him, he's always like, I'm not that good. He's incredible. Not only that, you always say, Geeves, how cool the community is. As a content creator, like, you've built this, like, you've supported the content creator.
You guys, it's Sammy.
But it's people like you who root us on that get us excited about doing it.
I'm always happy to support. There are just so many people, and I would even put myself behind the DKRs, the Sam 78s, Frenzy Fan Guy with their calculator. There's so many people that like we just take for granted. Like Larry, I can't. They're the spotlight people. They have the tools. I am surprised that they don't charge money for the stuff that they give. I supported Sam 78. It's like I did check out the toolbox and stuff. Those are the magicians, and I can't shout them out enough. So,
and Geeves. Also shouting yourself out. That's what I'm trying to get at, Geeves. You're really good at changing the subject and talking about other people.
But yeah,
it's amazing.
No, it's a great time. Like it's still kind of crazy because sometimes people, I see in your servers now, like there are subtle people saying, they're talking about the end of the game, and I'm like, man, I don't see it coming. It's a great time to be in the game right now. I don't know if it's a great time to be in the game for a newbie, but for us people that have been playing for a while, man,
wonderful time.
I think what's funny is, man, I can talk forever. I'm sorry, but like one of the big things, like the not controversial things, but it's like all the data mining and stuff. And this was like the most like leaked tour.
Yeah.
With all that stuff. But Nintendo hit it out of the park just with their preview still. So to have those data mines and being like, ruining it for people. And if you feel, let down because like it leaked out, that's understandable. I totally get it. But like, there was just the same amount of excitement when the tour, the trailer came out.
Yeah.
It's really crazy how you could leak something people know about it, and then you see the actual thing. Like it was such a magical moment, and it was just, I mean, I don't know what other, it's hard to think of other games that can do that kind of, and I'm not a gamer, but man, that's crazy.
Okay, so what was your reaction when you saw the Chain Chomp cart?
The Chain Chomp chariot.
I haven't actually had a reaction because again, it's, I mean, I'm excited. I think I'm just excited for the community because I know we have, like, the community's built on the artistic side of the game. I am not one of those that are like, into aesthetics, the art, I think as, Sammy, he's really into the art of it. I think they hit it out of the park. I mean, they just really delivered. For me personally, like, it's not just another tour because it's not, I mean, it's basically another tour, but it's not another tour because, like, all of my friends are so excited. And that's what I'm excited about. Just all the talk that's going. I've also been trying to focus on this tour. So, I'm trying to set that aside and focus on this tour and, like, other family stuff. Like, I have kids going to camp, some work. I mean, I have a life too. So, but like, just it's just an exciting time for this game. I'm really happy.
Yeah, all I could think of when that trailer hit for the Gladiator DK and, like, all that stuff is Bethany looked at me, my wife looked at me really funny because I think it dropped and I watched it and I stood up in the living room and I was like, "Are you not entertained?" Just like dropped, just like, because there's been a lot of people like, "Oh, the game's not entertaining, this, that, whatever," and I just was like, "This is a perfect meme moment."
I mean, I've only watched it once. I mean, I just really haven't had. I mean, I've seen in the servers pictures of the stuff, and so I go off that. But yeah, so that's kind of where I am.
Yeah, so I guess before we get to a bunch of chatting about next tour, which I do want to get to, let's go ahead and talk about this week's ranked. Like, I remember 2 weeks ago, maybe in a couple days, when it was leaked, or we had, the tour preview, that this gold Luigi Knight Gold was coming to the game, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's gonna be coin box, it's gonna be great." And we were so hyped for it, and then when the tour dropped and we were looking for him, and then we found out that he wasn't until a week 2 ranked reward, and he'd only be able to be used for an hour of the tour. Completely worthless. Like, all of his starting tracks, worthless. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, how many they're pumping out new tracks. He's gonna get some, so
right, but nine of his tracks you're never going to be able to use them on because they're always pumping out new tracks. The tracks that are currently in this tour probably aren't going to come back where we're going to be able to use him. Right. Point being is, if he was on a track where you had other, like, level 1 or low level items, and he's the one that you want to keep or that you'd want to invest in, but in order to be able to get him, you have to invest in something else.
My thought is because we are such a close-knit community. I really think he's out there for the newer players because they're not going to have all the Miis. They're not going to have all the things. So this is kind of like it
was like a Mario Samurai. Remember when he came out and he covered a lot of stuff?
You're just, for a coin box. I will go on and say that there are some non-Mii things that are still important to have, and I will show that later. I understand people think it's all Miis, and they're absolutely right. It depends on your account. Everyone's account's different. I don't like it when people say it's all Miis because you don't know everyone's account. Mm-hmm. If you have every Mii in the game, maybe that's the way, and maybe we all have the Miis here. I don't know, but there are people that have 5 Miis. They can't do jack with that. So they'll resort to the other stuff. Mm-hmm. It is not for an all Mii game, and not, they'll say for ACR top 100. I will argue that for top 1,000, if they're just trying to get top 1,000. So it doesn't bug me, but, like, I really want to step into me, like, It is not all about the knees. These are still important. Like some of the non-knees are still important to me today. So,
and I think as content creators, I think there's like this first generation of content creators that came out that we were all moving up together in the game. We all kind of plateaued at that tier 80 where everyone was stuck there, like it kind of like everyone built up and everyone kind of got to that tier 80, and then they opened it up to tier 99. And like as a content creator, it's kind of hard, I think, to get in now. Like if there's someone that's like fairly new to the game, that's like 2 or 3 months into it and wants to start like a Mario Kart Tour channel, to start giving kind of that like perspective of, hey, I'm a new player. There's a generation of new players. I don't think that that they're getting like the views or like being heard as much. And so when people go to YouTube to figure out stuff about Mario Kart Tour, it's Sammy D, it's StudFit, it's Frenzy Fans, it's, and we're all kind of, maybe we're like the loud minority at the very top, and we're thinking like, oh my gosh, everything is like meme meta, everything.
Well, I would challenge you.
When in reality, like the majority of the player base, if they're getting a lot of new people, especially with like all of the integration with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like the downloadable packs, like trying to get people to be aware of what's going on in Tour, I bet you there's a whole slew of people that are new to the game that, like the meme meta is completely irrelevant to them. And in order for them to do well in the game, they don't need the memes. And we're just not hearing about it because we're just not hearing about it. We're hearing about us old fogies.
I want to hear Geeves challenge you though.
Okay.
I would challenge, like, because like you guys are, you represent, with being content creators, you represent that community, like I guess the loud minority, if you want to call it that, to look and engage with people that are like newer and stuff. I remember, I think on Car Talk one time, but there's one YouTuber that I still can't shout out enough, is Jack the Dark Blue Yoshi. He doesn't have a huge account. I mean, I know he's been playing for a while, but like, he doesn't have, he doesn't have a whale account. He's a casual player. That dude just has fun. I mean, he's just so, I love his channel. He doesn't have like when he's doing a live, because there's not a lot of people on his live streams, but like he just has fun. Yeah. And for having maybe not like a mega account, like it's really cool to see. And I would like point new players to that guy before any of like, a Sammy. Nothing against Sammy, nothing against you, nothing against StudFit, but like we have so much knowledge after 3.5 years now. Let's take it back to when we didn't have that knowledge, and let's find people that don't have the knowledge and give them the courage to say, hey, this is my channel. I don't know squat about this game as much as StudFit, so I'm going to have fun. That's why I like Shiny. Go Shiny.
Yeah.
He had the worst strategy, but he's so fun. Like,
he was fun.
And like, but that's how I started. It was Shiny. Like he didn't, his strategy in terms of like the gliders to use.
Penguin Toad.
But like, a lot of my investments were because of him, which I regret. Just to have someone like, I would like, if you're out there thinking of becoming a content creator, but you're scared because you don't have, quote, the stuff, I would think you're wrong, and I would think you would have a lot, and I would be following you. I challenge you.
I like it. Okay, so do we want to kind of get into this week's ranked? And I think you were saying that you kind of have like a unique, I think whenever you go for top 10, you end up scoring amazing on a bunch of the tracks, but that kind of comes at the cost of, is it sometimes ranked?
Yeah, I've had 2 top 10s. The last top 10 I lost the second week of ranked. I forgot who I had too, to be honest with you. But when you kind of go in with all your tickets, and so usually there's always a track and rank where it's just you got jack squat. And it's only on that one track. So I don't want to. That's kind of what's happening here. Like I have a track that's got jack squat in it, and I don't want to use any of my tickets on these things because I've never used them before. And if I put tickets with them, they don't give me anything. So that's kind of where I am.
Yeah. So do you want to share your screen? Show us what your predicament is. All right. So we got Geeves' screen showing right here. And oh yeah, those are really bad rank scores. Look at that.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's abysmal.
Jeez.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't believe you couldn't hit 62,000 on Luigi Circuit T. Like,
there's more available too. Like that's not like they're supposedly there's more available, but I'm gonna move on.
I thought you said that you weren't doing well in ranked. You're in first. What are you talking about?
I mean, here's what I have. So.
Oh, so it's kind of close.
It's a little tight. This guy, he's got the level 8 Volendam.
But he's rocking the Super Kart and Super Glider though.
So I think he must have had a really good run. I hate boomboxing. Like it's just, I hate it.
Boomboxing.
He's got a level 6 triple chuck.
What are you using on these ranked tracks? Let's check out your...
Well, the third track is ugly. That's what I'll show. Let's see. So this one, I mean, I have nice loadouts for the first track. The second track is nice, but the third track is just.
What do you have Chuckles at?
What?
What do you have Gold Chuck at?
Oh, he's like at 4 single. I never use him.
That surprises me.
Yeah.
There are a lot of us that don't have like Gold Chuck or Gold PD leveled up very much. How high is Gold Chuck and Gold PD for you guys, Issa and Firestorm?
I've got a Chuck at 7.3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He filled quite a big hole in my. I'm trying to remember what was the one that overlapped with him. I just took him up to 7 this tour. So. Because I was doing ticket time and doing a couple different things and trying to do all my numbers, and Gold Chuck made the most sense across the breadth of my account to upgrade for a driver. So
yeah, and I have Chuck at 6.3.
Okay.
I have Chuck at 7.3 too.
What?
I thought I had him at 6. He's at 7. I have him at 7.3.
Literally on your screen.
I was just paying attention to the triple cap. I was like, why would I triple cap a level 6?
So I mean, the other thing is it's hard to keep a combo with a level 3 glider. I mean, it's on that third track. It's really, really hard.
Yeah, there's some big gaps. There's some big gaps for sure.
My run was, I don't know the AC, but it was like a mushroom double coin. I mean, you can't get a better frenzy than that. It was probably ugly, and I probably drop combo multiple times, like 5 times, but that glider is really killing me. The driver, I think I just got through packs and pipes that just is there. But it's not even worthy of putting a cat ticket on it. So.
So I'm curious. Right now, I see your score is 2.38, but the latest projection shows 2.55 for top 10.
Yeah, so I'm praying it still goes down. It's been going down each time. So it's like I said, I will not be getting the 2.58. So unless I shroom, again, sensitive area.
Yeah.
Even if shrooming, I don't know if I could get that. There's still 2 tracks that I haven't even really touched too. So
can you scroll down real quick? Scroll up, I guess, and then go to player info. I'm just curious what your.
Oh, I don't really put favorite drivers in here.
I was wanting to see your high score.
Oh, so okay. Now that you've seen it,
not to put you on the spot, but I'm putting you on the spot.
Put me on the spot, man. This was actually from the first shrooming thing that you're a punk. This was actually from
the
first,
Twilight House.
Yeah, with the triple shroom thing that they took away. and this was just basically out of curiosity. I don't even know what tour it was. I wasn't going for top 10. I was just curious to see what it was like. I think everyone did. So like
I didn't.
I
Jeeves.
don't know. See, that's the thing. It's interesting. I love seeing people's high scores now because
Yeah.
if it's like the 90s or above 100, it's like, oh,
You're one of
oh,
yeah, but you also have to see like when they did it, like if they do it, you know.
Yeah.
And again, okay, if we're gonna start talking about this, okay, you opened up Pandora's box. I am not against streaming. I don't think it's cheating. It's there. Nintendo wants to do something with it. They could. They have repeatedly not doing it.
They took care of the first one really quick. So
They took care of the first one, well, because that was like mega. I mean, you could easily, and that was at a time when getting 999 was just, it was easy.
Mhm.
Now it's
100,292.
now you can get that again. So I don't know what they're going to do. But it's such a. I mean, personally don't like it. I don't think anyone likes it being part of the game. But since it's there, and if they need to do it, like if it's in ranked, or if they're going for ACR, I have no issues. I have no judgment. You know, I hold no judgment on people who do it. It's there. So, I think being in the position that I am in, I'd like to see what I can do without doing it. You know, and again, it's not saying it's cheating. It's just, well, I don't have friends that would want to play with me. So, I mean, I just don't think it's really part of what ACR is all about. But again, I hate saying that because it, like, maybe this is ACR. So I really don't know. Like, I'm just so, just like I don't like I don't like being in a position where I had to pick a side. You know what I mean? So this is like this is my personal thing. You see my $100,000 score. I mean, I don't need to defend myself, but I was just curious.
Yeah.
I know the kind of player that I am.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, my 2 top 10s. I didn't stream. It wasn't as exploited as back then. But it's there. So if you want to take advantage of it, it's you.
Yeah.
However, if people I will say there are people that really strongly are against it, and so if you do it, I mean, you will have to deal with people being like, "Oh, you're a cheater." Okay, so that's also kind of what is in the air. It's like, oh, okay, if I do it, I'll be like, oh, people think I caved in. Now I'll be like, well, okay, do I want people thinking I quote cheated or caved in? I don't know yet.
This is one of the few things in the game that actually like brings politics into the game, in the sense of
it's really ugly.
Yeah.
I will say, like, if I was going for my first badge, yes, I would be all in because it's the first badge. I don't mean to put Hero on the spot. Hero got his first top 10. I'm so happy for him. I remember when I got my first top 10, he was one of the first people I thought about, like, he needs to do this, and I'm so glad he did. Because the game is just so wide open with all these tracks and stuff. I think anyone can get in now. I'm sure he had to do it. I think if you go for top 10, you kind of have to do it now. So, like, it's just going to be a personal decision for me, to be honest with you. So
I don't think Nintendo cares at all about it. I think they would have changed it. They know it exists. They literally don't care.
I'm interested that they only did 2 tracks this tour.
That might be part of it. That's how I felt early on about all this. Is it was just hard because it's like I could have been getting top 100s every single tour if I had done it. I mean, with 4 battle courses and boosting my score by almost 250,000. I easily could have been top 100 every single tour. So it just was that choice. It's like a choice of like, I could do it, but I chose not to. And I'm mostly going to I'm just not going to do it.
I remember being on a Kart Talk with Crazy, who's like pro action count guy. Like, this guy's freaking legend. He said something that I'll never forget, is that this might be a way of Nintendo encouraging people just to play together and have fun. maybe that's the intention. I don't know. I wish they would actually just say something.
Mhm.
I think that's what kind of pisses me off a little bit. Like, just say something, acknowledge it. Don't be like, oh, we're looking into it. We understand, and we'll thank you for your we hope you continue to enjoy Mario Kart Tour. Just say something. If you're, because that's a legit. I think that's a legit. Like justification. Like, yeah, they're encouraging multiplayer. They really hyped it up. So okay, play multiplayer and you'll get bigger scores. Okay, or these battles and stuff. So like maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. But it's there.
Well,
so.
If they did that, that's the thing, right? It's like if they had done that, if they would do that, if they just put out a press release that was like, "Hey, this is a natural part of the game. It's an aspect of the game that exists, and we're not changing it because it's a part of the multiplayer experience."
Yeah,
that would end any of the politics going on, because most people would be like, "There you go."
I think they really. I'm a firm believer that they did not do their research enough. I don't think they realized that this would happen.
No, totally not. They didn't realize it happened.
I think they understood that boomboxing could happen right from the get-go.
Yeah.
But like for something like this, I don't think this is something that they was like, okay, let's do something where people can just throw mushrooms out there. And I don't think that was really in their intentions.
Let's be honest. For as many times as during Kart Pro, you get connectivity drops.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody at Nintendo is actually playing multiplayer. Like,
no, I don't know. I mean, I've written so many tickets about that.
You get shoved down the chute, and they like say execute, and then they don't look at it anymore.
Totally.
Like, nobody's testing that. Nobody's trying to optimize it. Nobody's like,
right.
It's so half baked all the time.
Right.
I think the expectation, okay, so I don't do it. I have no interest in doing it, but I'm also not competitive in the game, like as far as going for like top 10, top 100 consistently. Never gotten that, obviously. But anyways, point being, it's hard because you have that ethical debate, right? Where so many people want to blame it on ethics, saying like, no, if you're ethical, you won't do this.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter what competition you're in. If there's rules being exploited and you want to be a top player, you have to become one who exploits those rules. That's just the fact of it. And I think we should all love one another regardless.
And this isn't even like solo to like Mario Kart Tour. Like,
Yeah.
if you talk about like basketball and the generation now of like all of the pros, and like if you were I've heard conversations of people saying like if you were to have like the top 5 players now play versus like the top 5 players in like the 80s or like the 60s, like who would win?
Yeah.
And it's true. Like now, like I don't know. I heard something about like LeBron James. He spends millions of dollars a year just on like his body.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
like,
for sure.
Just
Well, I mean,
for
obviously, like technology has changed. All that stuff has changed. I consider the shrooming, and this is again a personal thing, and I'm sure people are going to call me on it. I think it's just like corking a bat in baseball.
Yeah. I mean, like shoe technology
taking
changes.
Yeah.
Techniques change, and just because they change, does that mean that like they're cheap now?
Yeah.
Or
like even like taking steroids. I mean, but then again, like which substance is illegal and which isn't? So
right.
It's
all hairy. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to get at is every sport kind of has like these two sides that are always like, no, we should like stay like as genuine and as like vanilla or as pure as possible, and then others are like, no, like if there's ways to be able to like increase the productivity of an individual, of a player, of a team, let's do it. And
it's not even just sports or gaming, it's photography, it's music. There's always the debates of like, well, they use
I mean, and I'll go back to the heroes thing. Does the shrooming, if do I consider him a top 10 player? Yeah, absolutely. If there was no shrooming allowed, he's still a top 10 player. It's still an even playing ground. Everyone, I think the playing ground for those top 10 people was the same. I would think everyone shroomed. Maybe there was. I think I've seen one person get top 10 without the shrooming, and that's Ed Havoc. That guy's he has Alex Young's account.
Yeah.
Phoenix account, but that guy is legit grinder. But like everyone, I mean, it's just kind of like one of those things you have to do to get top 10. So if they all didn't do it, I still think Hero's a top 10. He gets top 10. So like, it's not taking away. It's just the environment of the game is in right now. So it's, again, I don't know. I will probably not do it just because like a timing thing. I have work tomorrow, and I'm not really into like, let's just get, booking a time so I can get, a monster score. So, but again, personal decision. If you want to stream, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you.
Do you want to share your screen, Issa? Do you want to tell us about your ranked?
Yeah. Okay, so as y'all can see, it's terrible.
You're fine, dude.
Look at those Mario tokens. You got 22,000 tokens. Goodness gracious. Have you not? Well, let's see your token shop. Have you already cleared out the token shop too?
Oh yeah, I cleared it out already.
And then you have 22,000 after that?
How?
Oh, someone's been grinding.
I told you I've been grinding for ACRs and most of them.
Nice.
Oh my
gosh.
I'm so
Dang.
behind.
That is
Surprised.
some intense grinding.
I actually finished the token shop like the first 3 days to Mario.
Yeah, I finished mine in like 3 days. I never use an auto clicker either.
I let it run at work.
Oh, man.
I let it I do the for when the tokens, when you have to pick up the tokens, I just let it run on 50 cc with the coin box driver. I just let it run. I'll like turn my phone over or like I'll dim my light. So I don't get caught by the boss. And
hope your boss doesn't watch this video.
Right. And just keep pressing start and that's how I grab my tokens. And then for the ones where you have to crash or the banana, I would use the auto mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah,
Impressive.
Yeah, everybody is really going hard. Like I was in 7th place and people just kept pushing and pushing. I'm just like, at this point, but I don't know. I feel like I'm probably going to run. I don't know if I can. Don't ask me about the level 8 glider. Don't ask me about why it's 8-1, but
that's a good glider at level 8.
Huh?
The tropical balloons?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that glider.
It's a great glider.
It's fantastic.
I was going to definitely like bring it up, but I stopped it because I noticed that my Fire Manta was battling it, and the Fire Manta just took over.
Yeah.
So I had to stop.
Good glider.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, as you can see, I have a level 3 DK suit. And that's just the base points I like. That's not a single cap or anything. That cart, I had to buy that cart during the Bowser tour. Was it the Bowser tour?
Yep.
To try to get that gold meat suit. So that's why I was at 3. I bought it 3 times. And then the second course, Luigi Raceway. Yeah, as you can see, I have Luigi. I wish I had enough tickets to bring him up to 8, but I don't. Because I was too busy trying to use all my tickets to max out my super drivers, carts, and gliders. So I can get more high-end level up tickets in my daily sled, which I have been receiving a lot more high-end level up tickets in my daily sleds. And I have majority of my normals maxed out, so that's been helping me out. But then I started noticing that Nintendo wants to decide to put more supers in top shelf for rank mode again. So I'm like, well, I have to go back saving my tickets again. So hopefully level 9 doesn't come around. Knocking on wood. But yeah, I didn't have enough tickets to bring him up to level 8. So yeah, but he is 7-3. 7-4. And then as you can see, my gold charging Chuck is level 8 and 8-4. I invested in gold charging Chuck when he debuted. Like I just knew he was gonna be useful for my account. And at that time, I would always invest in the coin box drivers, the new coin box drivers we would get. So like, if I was gonna go Luigi, which is not happening, I would have still invested in it, even though like with the me thing, I would have still invested in it because I felt like they would have definitely give him some tracks. I really think they will buff him. But then again, I was thinking because Gold PD Piranha, I was like, he's not doing too well. But I'm like, I don't think they would give Gold Luigi Knight the same treatment. But yeah, that's what my rank is looking like right now. I don't even know do y'all think I still have some grinding to do to at least because I at least want 5 high-end driver cap tickets. So do y'all think I have enough to at least get to 6th place? I don't even care. I know I can't get to 4th and 5th. Like
go back to your loadouts really quick, Issa.
Okay.
Let's check out the Frenzy fans.
I mean, yeah, you could check out the calculator.
Yeah, I was actually gonna plug that in, and shout out to y'all Frenzy fans for that calculator because it does help out. I was gonna plug those results in probably tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't know if y'all want me to do it now. I can, but I was gonna see like because people are still pushing, so I was gonna wait until like the very last day to see like, okay, people are done now.
Yeah, what's your ticket stash like?
Gosh. It is not good. I don't have enough to invest in. I don't have anything.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think you could probably, just looking at your loadouts, just off the top of my head, looking at your loadouts, that Waluigi Stadium track, I mean, with an 8 and a 6 in your cart, obviously the glider does hurt you a little bit, but I think you could probably eke out another 2K out of that, 2,500 where you're at right now. Like if you were to get that 200 action count, because was that, I'm guessing that wasn't 200, maybe. Do you remember what it was? It probably was like 180, right?
I think it was like one. It was like, I don't even think it was 180.
Okay, so that's a 200 action count track. So I think it's not super hard to hit it. It took me a little bit longer, but I mean, it's fairly doable to get like 190 on it, like 185, 190, and that would boost your score quite a bit. I mean, I think.
Yeah, I was really struggling with that track actually because before getting 42K, I did have like I think it was 38 or 39K. And it was really hard, like, because it's a T track, so
totally.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So here's my my strat of the day. Strat for this track is with Chuck. You want to get your gold coin box frenzy right before you go. So like, there's that section where it goes up the big ramps. It's the half pipes. Skip the ramps to the side and get your frenzy and just go straight, and you can pick up and you just collect them all straight there, right there. That's how you get that high action count, is you shoot to get the frenzy at that point and you skip the ramps and go underneath, and you can get 45, 50, 55 coins from those. So
that's where the really tall piranha pipe
right
at the end of those ramps. Yeah.
So what player level are you right now?
I think 260 something. 260.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see your profile to see if you did any shrooming.
Well, actually, I did once. It was the Paris Promenade. Is it Promenade?
Come on.
Yeah, my score's not that high. It's not that high.
All right.
That's more than my highest score.
I just plugged in your loadouts to my calculator, and you can get 49,414 on that if you hit 195 actions.
Yeah.
So that's another 7K, right? 6-7K.
Ooh.
Is that assuming a nonstop though?
200 actions.
And if you hit, is that nonstop?
But I mean, right?
I'm
say nonstop only if you drop it. Every time you drop a combo, you're losing 400 points, right? Ish.
Yeah, but I dropped mine a ton with a level 3.
Yeah.
But again, I haven't raced it that much because I'm like, screw this. I mean, I probably could have gotten more.
So at 200 actions, you'll get 50,450 minus 400 every time you drop combo. According to Geeves.
Okay. So yeah, you could get more with that one. There you go.
Yeah, I was thinking I could push out, but do y'all think that's the only track I could push for, or do y'all think I could probably push for Luigi Circuit too? I mean T.
Do you remember the frenzies that you got on Luigi Circuit T? Was that like a triple coin frenzy run, or was that just like a single giant banana frenzy run?
I think it was a single giant banana. I don't even think it was a corn frenzy. It was really tough on that track for me too.
How many high-end tickets do you have? Levels?
None.
Oh. I was gonna say, if you could take in the 4, you get the
that
best,
extra.
You get the more bananas,
Yeah.
or you get the plus skill.
So
That makes a huge difference.
yeah, it does. So just what I have, y'all think I should just really push for the third track? Maybe today, maybe tonight if I grind, or tomorrow.
Let's see your ranking again. The leaderboard again. Oh yeah, I would do that third track. I would work on that first thing.
Yeah, totally.
All right, go back to your scores really quick. I just popped you in for the Luigi Circuit T. So you have another 3,000 potential on that one if you hit 160 actions.
Okay.
But you have like 9,000 or whatever it was on the other one. So focus on that last one first.
Okay.
Hmm.
I want to see. Do I have?
And that Luigi Circuit T is honestly, it's a little bit deceivingly hard. Like it's a hard track to get a high action count on because the turns are really sharp, and it's like finding the lines is difficult on that track. So
it's like driving a Neo Bowser.
So I noticed on Sammy's stream, someone in the comments was saying that the Luigi Circuit is slippery, like
It is.
and that it's like Neo Bowser City. I've never noticed it in Neo Bowser City, but it is very different in Luigi.
it is.
Like
It is slick in that. It really is.
Like carts are not handling how.
You're trying to get those coins off the curves.
Yeah.
I miss them by like a mile.
Yeah, it's like, why am I missing like all of the coins everywhere all the time?
Yeah, because like in Neo Bowser City, it's a narrower track, so it's a little bit easier to find the line to get them. The lot wider track with the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another like nephew moment right there. That nephew just being a little punk.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Okay,
let's make this
so-
track extra slippery.
Yeah.
That's not really.
Hey, at least it wasn't. We don't have any underwater crap this tour. Can we just get an mini?
This is true.
Yeah, I don't know, y'all.
Squeaky
That was I
clean.
only took screenshots of the action counts of the first week. I didn't even bother to take screenshots of the second.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so definitely try that third one. Try and get some more points on that third one.
Okay.
And then
Okay, for
see how
sure.
close you get, and then maybe try and squeak out like another frenzy or two on that first and second.
All right. Sounds good. Thank y'all.
Okay, so I'm not going to take the time to share my screen, but here is my question for you all, because this is what I am waiting on. I have, let me pull it up really, not my screen, but I'll tell you guys. I have 78 cart tickets, high-end cart tickets, with 44 like uncapped cart tickets. So I'm sitting on a lot of cart tickets, and I have
So many.
I've been waiting. Okay, I've been like, I don't know. I've just been waiting for some really killer cards. So as soon as the Knight Rider, whatever it's called, was released, I was like, I'm going to take that because if I take it to level 6 in ranked, it's like an easy first place for me.
Mhm.
Well, not really, because it gets me into first place by like 2,000. It used to get me in first by like 10,000, but now people are playing. So if I take it to 6, it gets me into first place by 2,000. But if I don't take it to 6, I'm going to probably have to settle for second place with my current loadouts. I'm excited. I mean, I have the tickets to go in on it, but I am so excited for this Chain Chomp cart, and I'm so worried with them being released back to back. They're going to have so much overlap, and I don't know what to do about it. Like, I don't know if I should just accept a second place this tour because it gets me Knight Luigi and we call it good, and I wait.
Are you actually going for anything this tour? I mean, you'll no,
Just top 3 in ranked.
and you'll get that.
Yeah, I'll get it. It'll be like I'll have to put more time into the game.
I would just hold on, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I mean, you get them in your inventory.
Yeah, I already got
See
it.
how the other thing plays out. That's the other thing is I think, like for me personally, after seeing all the stuff, like I have like literally, I mean not literally, but I'm pretty much down to 0 carts and gliders.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, they're gonna fill a lot of gaps for me. I'm happy with them either way. But like I won't be able to do anything with that chain shop one.
Yeah.
But then again, it's a city, it's a city tour. So I mean, it's not all city. I think it's got that Wii moon view.
Yeah.
Like it's a really awkward. I don't know what you want to call it.
They might have some other tracks that are kind of night, like maybe Neo Bowser City will be there. Maybe
But like
Luigi Circuit
this
will
chain
show
shop
up.
thing really doesn't have like a city vibe to it.
Right.
So maybe it shouldn't be considered. I don't know. I would, if I were you, really, if you're not really playing for anything, just hold off.
See, that's why I have so many tickets. I have 78 carties. I always get in these situations where it's like, I love spending tickets if it helps me improve in rank.
Well, I mean, see what it does, and then if you can still go back to this store's cards. I mean, if you're not, I mean, I'm just helping you get the option, at least have the option to do what you want with it.
Yeah, because like right now, for example, so second has played a bunch tonight. So now in order to get top, like first or second, they're both at 131, so 131,000. But my third place is at 114,000. So now everything that I said is true, but for third place, not second. But on that course, like it's kind of nice. The course that I would be using the Knight Rider on, I just have level 1 carts. I think 1 is like a level 2, but I would never invest in it. So I'm driving it right now at a level 1, and I'm like, maybe I should take it to level 4. But then again, I don't need to get over 113, which secures me.
I mean, if you take it to level 4, you're not breaking the bank, and you still have stuff for the other stuff too. So I mean, I'm jealous that you have these options.
The thing is I have enough to take like 2 carts to level 8 full max.
Yeah, but
if I wanted to.
It's always nice to have a stash.
I know.
Have you considered using rubies to get the Midnight Rider up to level 3 at least?
Nope.
You don't want to spend 200 more rubies to...
No, because I value
Tickets.
200 rubies over 200, or over 2 of my 70 whatever tickets I have.
Fair enough. Yeah, so here's my thinking is I think Tuesday night is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
I think right now you're seeing 2 at 131 and 1 at 114. I think Tuesday night, that's going to jump up to 139s and like 225.
But rank's going to be over. You can't even use that whatever. Oh, Tuesday night, like before the cutoff.
Right, like a couple hours before the end of ranked. I think people are going to be like, I need to make sure that I get.
Yeah, I get the
old Luigi.
Sorry.
And that those numbers, they're not. I just don't think that they're gonna stick from Sunday night to Tuesday night.
Which one? Okay, for ranked this week, which one is Luigi Knight in, or which ranks would he be, or which races would he be in? Is it of the 3 ranked?
I don't think that's what Frenzy Fanboy is saying. I think he's saying that just in general,
People are
this
just
tour,
gonna start going all nuts. Like
people are going to make all their investments on Tuesday. They're all going to like pour in tickets and investments, and then all of a sudden you're going to see people's scores bump
trying
up.
to see. Yeah, everyone wants to see what the cards are.
You're looking at your scores right now, what you have to do to be able to get there, and you're like, oh, maybe I could do level 4. But I'm saying that's Sunday night. Tuesday night's going to be completely different. I'd hate for you to be like, oh, well, I put it to 4, but then I grinded for over the next 3 days for 5 hours, and I got the run.
Right.
I got my 215 action run, but now it's not enough because I'm in 4th, and so now I have to still take it to 6-2 or 7-3, and then hope to get the 215 actions again with only 2 hours left on Tuesday night.
Yeah. Does anybody else have 2 players in their ranked at 131 already? I feel like
my ranked is pretty crazy. I'll show you guys.
I know I'm at tier 99, but I'm
boys.
Like baby tier 99. Little cute little baby. I'm just a cute little baby.
Yeah, my third's at 132 and my second's at 136.
You guys have higher ones than I do, but I can tell mine's going to get nuts at the end.
If things get nuts, I have tickets to put stuff on Gold Shock.
Yeah.
Don't want to, but that's
Yeah, that's my debate. I have all these tickets and I could go all in if I wanted to. I just don't know. I feel like literally before we got on Strat Chat, my second place was at 116. So I had a 131 and a 116 and a 114. And I was like, oh, I can do that. And now I'm like, oh, nope.
Here's the thing, is taking something to level 6 is only 9 tickets. You have 74. You're worried that by taking something now high, you're not going to have enough tickets for next tours?
No.
Like, you're going to be
whale problems.
No, it's not about the tickets. It's not about the tickets.
Oh, you're just worried about overlap.
Overlapping. Like, I'd hate to have two high-end carts that, like, week after week, they're getting put on the exact same tracks. That would frustrate me.
Well, then I would wait till the chain chomp one, just because I think it's going to be bigger.
Okay.
Looks like it's massive, but you never know.
Yeah.
Okay, so having said that, though, you've taken 2 recent carts to 8-4.
I sure have, because I had so many tickets, and I still have 74 tickets.
Right, and guess what? Silver Cupid's Arrow and Luigi Gold Circuit, they're on 2 different courses.
You mean blue curly cart?
Did I say white?
You know, you just said the name of the course.
Oh. And so, do they overlap? No.
The blue crawly cart has overlapped with the piranha pipes.
Yeah, that's why I haven't gone into blue crawly cart.
I hate when my little 8 carts overlap.
Oh, please.
I haven't gone in on blue crawly cart for the same reason. It's overlapped with several of my high leveled carts.
Yeah. So here's the thing: is I took the Cupid Zero silver one to 8. I have blue crawly cart at 8. If I take this one to 6, do you think I should take this one to 8?
I don't think you should do anything right now. You sound like you're about to do something right now.
No, not right this second. No.
I think you need to start doing something though. You're currently in 16th place.
I am.
You need to make some progress somewhere.
Yeah.
Because Tuesday night's going to come around and you'll be like, I have 8,000 left on 3 tracks, and I need to do it all within 2 hours. And
yeah, because the first race and the second race, I have big investment decisions to make on, but it's all kind of based off of this cart. Like, this cart has to be the first decision I make, and whatever I make on that will influence what I have to invest on the other one. So
it's only 13 tickets to 7.
I can afford 13.
Yeah, you could do 13.
I guess my ultimate question is, do you guys think that the 2 carts will... I know that there's no way of, like, actually knowing, but what does your gut say?
I am not the one to answer, because I've never had that kind of stash. I don't know.
The Golden Knight Rider and the Chain Chomp, do we think that they'll overlap a lot, or do we think that they won't?
I don't think... No one knows.
So then... Yeah, they're both just...
I think that they will have different buffing schedules. I really do.
Okay.
Only because if you look at the gold hard hat, it's starting to come back around, and it's like, why is that? And I think it's because some of these higher priced items, I think they are putting them on longer buffing schedules because they know people paid money for them. And so they're getting more drawn out, like, over time buffing. I would say with the Chariot, I would be willing to say, like, I bet you it has a faster buff schedule where it, like, gets a lot of tracks within the first 12 tours, like 10 to 12 tours, and then maybe starts to slow down. Whereas something like the Gold Shielded Speedster will probably see more value over the course of half a year, like 6 months to 8 months. And so that's kind of how it seemed to play out.
But what about the Black Shielded Speedster? Because both of them, both the Chain Chomp Chariot and the Black Shielded Speedster, they're both going to be the spotlight.
Oh, I thought she was doing gold. Was she doing... Oh, you're doing the Black Shielded?
Yeah.
Black Shielded.
Ooh, okay. Then I changed my tune. I think that there's more chance that they will overlap. Because now I don't think it'll be I don't think it would be like Black Starshoot Boomasks level overlap, because that was like ridiculous, and they came out right. It's like they came out the same tour, right? I believe.
I think so.
Same with Lava Rocks, right? And they overlap a lot, like those things, which I'll talk about in a second. But I could see Black Shielded Speedster and the Chariot getting some overlap just because they're both kind of that type of era type card. So who knows? But higher chance of that, but still not.
Yeah, I guess it's just my fear that if I take, so hypothetically, let's say I want to take them all to level 8. Not that I'm going to, but let's say hypothetically that's the end goal. That's 3 tours in a row that I take a cart to level 8, and I'm worried.
I think if you do that 3 tours in a row, then you won't be. I don't think you'll be needing to invest in carts for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
I agree with that. Like, I think that you'll start, like, because they'll get vastly different buffs too over time, and you will cover a lot of stuff with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see them doing with all the new tracks that they're putting out. I don't see them overlapping at all much, if any.
And I guess the question that I need to ask is, you're fighting so hard for Gold Luigi Knight, but is he just going to be a trophy character, or are you going to actually...
No, he's a coin box.
Because I remember you talking so much about Poochie. And Poochie's still level 1.
Poochie hasn't given me a reason until this week to even consider him.
And I don't
That's a lucky 7. This is a coin box.
This is going to give you a reason either, unless you take him immediately to 8.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go back to level 98. I worked so hard for level 99, I can't lose it.
In tier 98.
Tier 99, yeah, tier 98 is what I meant, not level. See, I don't even know the name.
Well, I mean, I'll go about, when we're talking about, like, it's still a coin box. I mean, this goes with my thing, like, the non-me characters are still relevant, and I'm curious to see how much they're going to push this thing, even if they're going to do, if they are targeting just newer players, just to have a coin box out there. But I actually went in on a non-me character this tour. I maxed out the King Mario. Yeah, I kind of cringed a little bit, but like, I think it'll carry the account even to this day. Mainly because of the battle course. If you don't shroom, he has a fair amount of good coverage this tour, especially. And my argument also with the Mies are the games, like, yeah, they have the base points, but they have such limited coverage. And if you're gonna say if it's a me dominance, you're going to have to take all these Mies and be an extreme whale to like level 8 to actually match to outdo that coin box. And yeah, some people probably can do that, but I would say 99% of us can't. So they're still going to be out there. I see people, oh, I'm going to take Goomba me up, and I'm going to take this me up. Yeah, but like, that's not going to give you so much coverage wise, whereas like the other coin boxes were. So it all, like, that's where it's like, it really all depends on the account. King Mario gives me great coverage, even with the Mies that I have. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on that subject. But I think getting a lot of people, I think most of us are going to be like, we need to have them just to have them, just in case. Because it's not because just to have him. I think it's because he's going to be important.
Wait, a Luigi's going to be important?
The Gold Knight, Luigi. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Because all the Luigi's favored. Okay, hold on. I changed my mind. I am going to share my screen with you guys.
20 minutes into it. I'm not going to share my screen. I'm going to tell you all of my information.
No.
But I'm not going to share my screen.
Okay, we're going to share the screen. I actually think it has a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. All right, so here is the thing. This is where I'm at right now, but it's just because I am waiting on a few things. So if I take the Shielded Speedster to level 6...
The Black Shielded Speedster.
Sorry, Black Shielded Speedster, the Knight Rider, whatever we're calling it, to level 6 and double cap it, if not triple cap it, then with my current loadouts, I'll get 133, which puts me in first. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about really quick, if we think 131 is going to get like the 131,000 points is going to get more points, my next option, and the only other thing I'd probably even want to do this tour is you keep bringing up Poochie, which is why I did this, right? So we have the triple shells here, which kind of just, they're not fun, right? So then the question is, would you go in on Donkey Kong Mii suit, which would give me like 4,000 more than Poochie if I take them both to level 6, or if I take one of them to level 6 or level 4?
I would not, or I personally would not go with Donkey Kong Mii suit. I feel like it's too old. It's just too old. But it is me meta. I don't know.
I think
you're gonna find out with your base points that it's gonna have so much more coverage than Poochie.
Yeah, it will.
Poochie has more potential to show up in ranked though than the Donkey Kong Mii racing suit is.
That I will give you that argument, yes.
Yeah, totally.
And I still can't believe that you have not played Poochie one time.
I know, I'm saving him for ranked. That's my goal.
But you're not. You're talking yourself out of using them.
I'm not talking myself out of it. This is literally the first time.
Here's the thing, though. Like, the thing is, like, what's the with no caps? What's the max base points for Naomi? I don't have that off the top of my head.
I don't know. It's
right now with my current setup, it's 2060, but that's because I don't.
No, that's not even for just not even a cap.
How many Miis are there?
Somebody posted it. I forgot.
56.
Is it like 30 something?
I don't know.
So it's 800
like,
plus 300
I think
something.
a Mii I think a Mii without a cap, I think beats out is at least a non-Mii double capped. I want to say it's almost triple cap now. Okay, so that's a single cap that Sunday.
Yeah, right? Sunday's single for me at 12.
No, that's not even a double cap. That's
just maxed with no caps.
So like without a cap, it's pretty much a double cap non-Mii.
Yeah.
Just saying, it's a big difference. Well,
I was so vastly under. I said 30 something Miis. There are 60 Miis, you guys. Yeah. 60.
And she doesn't even have all of them.
No, I don't. Look at how many I don't have still.
So even with,
I don't have a ton of them either.
With that 1250, that's a double cap driver for you. Or double cap non-Mii. It's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, you use the calculator and it's a 4,000 point difference.
Mm-hmm.
But so here's the thing that I was talking to you about the other night.
Yeah.
Is every time that Poochie comes up with a Mii in ranked, you're going to be taking the Mii suits. You're going to take 4 different Mii suits to level 4, essentially using 16 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you just used 9 or those same 16 tickets but saved 2, you'd be using Poochie 4 times.
That's assuming that I don't have another overlap with Poochie, though, because we've gone how long with Poochie, and this is the first time he's actually been like something I can even debate doing.
I mean, you were so excited about Poochie coming to the game, and then you have literally not touched him. He has more dust on him than he does fingerprints.
I know, because I want to save him for this like incredible first exciting run for me.
Can I just share with you something?
Yeah.
I didn't even get him.
I know. You didn't even know who he was. Jeez, you text me, asked me who Poochie was.
Yeah, I didn't even know. But I during the tour, I didn't even get him.
Yeah. Do you have him yet?
No. He's not even in my inventory. He's not an option for me.
So being a lucky 7, I mean, it's considered one of the top 4, like... Skills, but action count wise, like Giant Banana and Lucky 7,
mm-hmm.
It's almost like there's a tier A and a tier B.
Yeah.
Like Boomerang and Coinbox.
I think the one on me, like that's been recent, that's really good is the Astro Toad. He's in like ranked all the time.
Right. Yeah, he's been killing for me too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go in on either. my friend Jedi went on him. I get so pissed at Jedi because like, yeah, I think he's gonna be good. Like, no, he's not. It's gonna be me, and he's rocking that thing. Jedi.
Toe Tourist. So he was in the trailer for this next tour. He's gonna be
good because like I didn't get him. I didn't get him that time either.
I picked up Toad Tourist, but I haven't done anything with him. He's still at 1 for me.
So I have him at 7.3, and I've used him every tour.
I would sleep on it,
Crazy.
see where things are, to be honest with you, before you make a decision, Frenzy Fangirl.
Okay. So I think
Yeah.
after this chat, what I'm going to do for sure, I think I've just made the decision. I am going to take the black, what is it called? Shielded Speedster.
Speedster.
I'm going to take it to level 6 because I have the tickets. And if I want to not tear down, I'm going to need to.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. Get the best score I can on... I mean, I have a level 4 glider there, which is fine. And then we'll see what my ranked does and if my ranked needs me to do something. Because it's not like having a level 4 me is horrible. It's just not a special skill. So like the action counts are way lower.
Still me though. Still pretty good. It's still good. But yeah.
Anyways, and then if I need to do either Donkey Kong or Poochie, I'll come to the Discord and ask you guys. I'll pull you.
Jealous of that charging Chuck though. That Chuck. Man, I should have gone in on him, but
On which one?
on Chuck.
Chuck, he's great.
Yeah.
He has a huge hitbox. He's fun to drive.
Yeah.
And I have him at level 7. I just learned that.
I can't cap him, but I can at least get him probably to 7.
Awesome.
But yeah, awesome.
Firestorm, did you want to show your screen at all?
I can talk through my loadouts really quick. Don't need to spend too long on it, because I can kind of share.
Firestorm's going for top 50. I'm coaching him. He's gonna get it.
I have been pushing my ACR a little bit here and there. I think last tour I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get top 500, and I did get it. So
I honestly
snuck in
think it's
there.
good for people to push ACR because I think it forces you to make some investments that'll build the account, even if they're not the greatest. But like whenever you put tickets on something, there's value in that. So
Totally. Like, and I've done that with some older carts. Like I did that with Prop Card. I took Prop Card up. It's like one of my top cards because of ACR. It was just like, hey, if I take this to 7.3, it gave me like a lot more score potential. So
yeah.
All right, let me pull up the link
Yeah,
and
and
I'll.
to your credit, Jeeves, like that's my
Yeah.
problem is because I don't go for ACR. I'm making all my decisions based off of ranked.
Which is 6 tracks every tour that don't.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I would try to. I mean, just put tickets on something. Don't be afraid to pull the trigger on something. I mean, there are times like I've done stuff and it's like I always say that's that origami glider. I remember taking that to 7 double or during the ninja. I think it was like the samurai tour. I think it was first came out, and it failed.
Yeah.
But like it was still a 7 double cap glider, so like there are some things that's still good on, but like it just didn't get like the buffs that I would hope. But you know, you win some, you lose some. But like the tickets are there for spending, not just the. You know.
Well, yeah, and I guess the thing is like I don't feel like I don't spend tickets. Like that's the thing too. Is like I took Yoshi's Cookies to level 7. Like I am constantly investing in stuff, but I just not doing. Yeah.
There's just so much out there, so it's just like, you know, it's nice to have it, but like, you know, I think a lot of people hold off because it's just like, oh, what if it does that? You know, I always like going, like whenever I like splurge on tickets, it's always on new stuff because I'm thinking, okay, I think, you know, if it's newer, it's gonna be beneficial for the future. I find myself not going in on older stuff. Like I have my Luigi Vacation. I think he's like 3 tickets from level 8, but I still won't spend a ticket on him.
Yeah.
Even still, I still use them, but like I'd rather use those resources on new stuff. So.
Well, the reason why this is even a new problem that I'm having is because Mario Kart is releasing so much stuff right now, which is amazing.
And the thing is, like, if they're releasing so much new stuff, the newer stuff is going to go to it. So
yeah, it's just like there's never been a time where there's literally been 3 carts back to back that like my soul would just be so excited to max out right away.
Yeah,
like,
and I think I think that I do think that they're flooding the game. I mean, I think that they're trying to do that because they want loadouts to start getting spread over more.
I think, yeah, I wouldn't call
stuff,
it
so.
flooding. I would call it. I really think like they're making ACR an open game now, where it's just you don't see the same 10 people going for it. Right? You know,
Diversifying
no
a little
disrespect for the big people like Amy and Danny that can just, you know, they're just crazy, but like I really think they want to shake things up. But that's why it was so cool to see like Hero and Wootmoo and Tyler get that. You know, there's so many people that I would love to see go for top 10. And
I think too, like with this whole
Hero the Skies is just a pure example of that.
So I think with this like opening of the floodgates, they're also adding a whole lot of new tracks. We're getting 12 new tracks.
Yeah.
And so if you have 2 or 3 carts that you have at level 8, there's no way that 2 carts are going to overlap for 12 new
tracks. Right.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna sprinkle it around, and I think that
that would be silly.
Coming up with so many
That'd
new
be
tracks.
really silly if they did that.
It would be your chances are greater that the overlap between these carts from tour to tour are going to overlap more when they bring so many more tracks out.
Okay.
Tour after tour.
Yeah.
If they only start bringing out like one brand new track where there's only like 4 variants of it, of the whole 45 that come out, then there's probably going to be a lot of overlap. But with 12, I doubt it.
Okay.
Let's see what you got here, Firestorm.
Yeah, so I can kind of give you guys a funny little thing to start. So, I mean, the big thing was like this track, so Luigi Raceway, I have Knight and Volendam. So, or actually, let me go into my ranks so you guys can just see what I'm working with right now. So, this is a top 100 player, really solid layouts. I can still beat them right now if I make certain investments, but I'm all about that second life. If I can get in second, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But obviously, as you can tell, it's very close right now between second and third.
Yeah, it is.
But then there is a little bit of a gap. But I really think I have several top 1,000 people that I've checked. I have a few in here in my ranked, and I believe in what Friends of Yab Boys saying of like, I think Tuesday, all of these scores are going to jump up 10,000. I think most of them, like lots of them are going to jump up 10,000. So I do think I still have investments in my future if I really want to get Gold Luigi. So I can talk you through the investments I already made. I really debated, and I'll give a little shout out to Matt Aldridge as well. I plugged in a lot of stuff into Ticket Time in Matt Aldridge and Flow because I was trying to make a good ACR decision on like what I should invest in. I'm not just making ranked decisions. I'm also making like holistic account decisions as well. And so I could have gone into the big debate I initially had was, do I go into Luigi Knight and take him to 7 triple capped and use him as a double feature? But in the long run for my account, it wasn't as strong, which is crazy. But it wasn't as strong as just taking Gold Chuck to 7.
Yeah.
And also I'm so burnt out on boomboxing, guys. Like Toad Astronaut, he was such a cool design. I took him up high, but he's kind of burnt me out on boomboxing where I'm just like so tired of doing it that I just was like, I don't want to boombox anymore. So I did take old Chuckles to 7 triple, just because I like him and he does fit really well in with my account overall. So like he was one of the, other than Gold Miso, he was the highest value upgrade for me on my account. But as with everybody, my biggest things with this right now are my gliders. My gliders suck here. They really do. This score here with Luigi Raceway, I'm not gonna beat that. That was like a 213 action double boombox run with Volendam, and so I don't think I'll beat that, so I'm not really interested in increasing that. But obviously my other 2 loadouts are pretty rough. So I've got Poochie at top at 6 double, and then shielded I never went higher than 4 single, and then Goomba and Lava Rocks, so Goomba, I really wanted Goomba to be good. I think a lot of people did, but it's just not panned out for my account at all. And Lava Rocks overlaps so much with Black Star Shoot and Boo Masks that it is. I took it to 2 just because I wanted the bonus. I wanted the bonus points for it, and so I was like, I'm taking it to 2, but I will not be taking Lava Rocks up at all. And so the question is, do I take Black Shielded Speedster as well? Because it's just like a lot of people, I think it gives me 4 tracks pretty like right off the bat if I take it to 6, which is pretty solid for a day 1 account. I mean, that's something that like if it has 4 or 5 tracks that are like legit the leader, it's pretty good for my account. So I have that, but that's kind of where I'm sitting right now. So like, and then Goomba, if I take Goomba to 6, it gives me 2 tracks, but it's like, will Goomba get the stuff that it needs to get the buffs in the future? And I just feel like it won't. I'm feeling like it's kind of like not gonna get what it needs. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of just where I'm sitting. And so yeah, it's like, and this really like here, I'll just walk through Luigi Circuit. Like Shielded Speedster actually was like, I wanted to keep investing in it, and I think I took it to 4 to win ranked 1 week. But I haven't had to use it since then, basically. And so that's why it's just sitting at 4. Crawly Cart has overlapped way too much with Piranha Pipes and another. I was looking up trying to figure out what the other cart. I think it was Strawberry Soft Swerve. I took that one up before Cookie Land. That was my cart for Cookie Land, and so those 2, Piranha Pipes and Strawberry Soft Swerve, have overlapped quite a bit for me with Crawly Cart, which is why I haven't taken it up. So yeah, I'm just kind of in this space where not a lot is great value upgrades for me. Like if I put a lot of tickets, it's not really benefiting me other than winning ranked.
Yeah, I think that's the common theme with ranked.
Yeah,
they're putting stuff in there that they're making us, they're dangling like we have to put tickets in it where we don't really want to. Nintendo does a really good job about that, because there's always that one course where it's just like, oh, I got nothing on this, and
like
even if I put something on this, it's gonna be crap.
Yeah, this glider lineup was brutal.
It's so bad. So maybe like the Lava Rocks would help me a little bit, but
I know Sakura was good. Obviously, Sakura it was slow, right, and then it really hit a stride where it was really good.
I've seen people, I think again, it all depends on the account, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So Firestorm, Black Shielded Speedster at level 8 unlocks Luigi Circuit T.
I know, and it's a double feature. I thought about this.
So
I thought about it, but
carts on those 2 really.
You got tickets?
I don't have enough tickets, guys. I don't have enough tickets. So that's the biggest thing. Like when I'm in terms of tickets, I can show you guys. I really do hover around the 12 to 15, sometimes up into the 18 range, but I'm not a saver of tickets. I really maybe I should be better, but I invest quite a bit, and I make a lot of ACR investments. I do. Like each tour, I find things that if I see if there's an item that pops up in my inventory and it gives me 8 or 9 upgrades like across ACR, I'm typically I'll be willing to put tickets in those things. So I think my average item is up over. I think my average item level is like 6.5 ish, and that's because I really do take up a lot of ACR items that are going to cover a lot of courses for me, because I don't really want to do the hard 90% grinds for ACR. So I think I'm sitting around that like 80%, 75 to 80% is all I really need to hit to get ACR. And that's great for my stage of life right now. So it's a bummer I can't take it to 8, because I would have, I probably would have taken it to 8 if I had the tickets just to get the double feature, because I do think I'm a big fan of the look of the card. I think it's one of the cooler looking cards that's come out. But yeah. So, and now I am a little tempted by the Chariot as well. So I'm hesitant to put in too many tickets into it. And so I'm like, because if that card is a massive cart, I'm a big fan of massive carts, and if it is, I'd be willing to take it to 6 right away. So yeah, that's where I'm sitting. I know I'm gonna have to make some investments. I think my general feel right now is leaning towards taking up Black Shielded to 4, or just 4, maybe 4 single or 4 double capped. I have a lot of cap tickets, I think, or a decent amount. Let's see. I didn't look at it. You have 81 cap tickets with cart.
Oh.
So, like, I could double cap it and just be like, hey, it's fine at 4 double capped and sit there. I do have a good collection of cap tickets, so
here's what this would be my recommendation. Like, I know, again, our accounts are very different. Use your caps on your higher level stuff. I think you get more bang for your buck on that.
Only
I try not to cap anything that's below like a level 6.
I usually go 4-1
difference.
My rule of thumb is like 4-1, 6-2, 7-3, and 8-3. But then I'll take something to 8-4 for like a top 100 run or something if it ends up being.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going all in, that's fine. But like if you're trying to do something just to help, I mean, I think you get more bang for your buck if you do something that's a higher level.
So something I've noticed with my Gold Pass, just being Gold Pass, is over time, over this past year, whenever they stopped obviously doing pipes, when we stopped doing pipe pulling, then they took out the gotcha. My ticket yield has been very much slowing down, like slow and slower, while obviously caps have been going up. So I'm getting more and more caps, but I'm actually getting less and less tickets. And so it's been a really interesting balance for me and my account of trying to figure out, well, what do it's way harder for me to take something to 7 right now with the way my account works. It's hard. Like it's a really big decision.
I think it's almost for Gold Pass only. If you're not doing the premium challenges, it's really hard to get just the level ups.
It is. Yeah.
That's why I feel like I have to buy the premium challenges.
Yeah.
Like unless your driver roster, glider roster, and kart roster, like as far as normal supers, most of them are maxed out. It's pretty hard to get those.
What were the ranked rewards before the? Did we ever get level ups for rank rewards?
I think way back in the day when
back in the day
wasn't a thing.
All right.
Or very new.
Can't remember.
I would love for them to offer something there. I mean, yeah, I don't think they're going to change it now, but
because I think
how else did we get how else did we get level up? Like,
we used to have the daily challenges that gave us them, but that was okay. That was occasionally like on special anniversaries or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think.
They'd be in token. No, they wouldn't. They'd be in token shops sometimes, wouldn't they?
Yes, sometimes.
Well, and that was the thing. Yeah. That was the thing before level 8. As a Gold Pass player, I had worked really hard to get my shop almost fully. I had gotten everything up to level 7 mostly.
Oh, to clear your shop,
right? Yeah. So I was getting a lot more tickets. We were getting a lot more coins back then as well than we are now, and so I was stocking up back then way more because I was seeing a lot more tickets get in my shop. I don't see a lot of tickets hit my shop now. As you can see, I have very little coins. It's because
Well, and even
this
if you
tour-
have the tickets in your shop, you don't have the coins.
totally. So I, for the first
Yeah.
time this morning, actually, I spent rubies to get Coin Rush so that I could buy glider tickets from the shop, because I was like, I need them. Like, I'm gonna need to make some glider adjustments. It's the first time I've ever done it. I felt slightly dirty doing it, to be honest. But
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I'm spending rubies to get coins. What have I turned into? And so, but I did it. So to get those glider tickets, I had a double. I had a good shop today. I've had a good shop this tour, which is why I'm so low. So I had the 2 glider tickets today.
That's awesome.
And bought both of them. But yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Prepare for your shop to run dry now. Last week, or maybe like almost 2 weeks ago now, I had 3 drivers in one daily select, and nothing.
Wow.
I've been resetting my like daily selects every single day. Nothing since then.
I'm worried now that I'm going to get a bunch because I have no coins. They're just going to start loading up my shop every day with tickets, and it's going to be torture. So
I do a thing with Kareem. I do a thing with Kareem and some other people. Kareem has been tracking like our daily selects for the past probably 9 months now. And he's got me and some other people that varying level, different types of accounts, and who gets what in their shops and stuff. It's really interesting. So, and I think it's more of my also vision or opinion that this is also a whales game too, because when you close out the shops, you really get a lot more tickets in your daily sets. Not that you buy them all, because like I still don't buy them. I don't buy them all. Even the cat, I don't buy the cat tickets. They're just too expensive. But like we get, I think I average per shop like 1.2 tickets per shop, a high end.
mm-hmm.
Like on average, it's just because you close out the shop and you just get tickets. But that's where I think it's just purely a whales game. That's a whole.
Yeah,
and
I've felt
show.
that. Yeah, that's a whole other show. But I have felt that with the me, as the me meta has grown, it feels like as the me's grow and grow, it becomes more of a whales game at the high end.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Which, if you look at all mobile games, really, that's what the games do become. If you are in the elite end of most of the games, it's because you are willing to invest highly in the game. So,
and if you're a developer of these games, you're there to make money.
Yeah.
So if people are willing to spend, they're gonna give it to them.
Yeah.
So
Holy.
This has been awesome.
Yeah.
It's been way too long, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, this is
like
great.
our top length. I think we're at like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't talk too much. I'm sorry.
No, we have some breaks in there too.
Yeah, so usually at the end of our episodes, we like to share a thankful, grateful, made you happy. And since we have guests, we get more thankful, grateful, made you happies. So I'll go ahead and start off.
Yeah.
Just in case. So we did kind of warn everyone at the beginning. So hopefully you had some time. If you forgot, I'll go first so you can try and get some. Unless you want to go first.
Nope, I haven't thought about it yet. So
okay.
I need the time.
So I shared this in the Frenzy Fans Discord. We actually have a channel that's called Thankful, Grateful, Made You Happy. And past week we were up in Washington State visiting your sister and our little nephew. It was his 3rd birthday, and so we had to go up there and do all the festivities or with them. And a couple of the nights Frenzy Fangirl had actually purchased a Super Mario's like puzzle for him. It was probably like, what? How many pieces do you think it was? Was it 100?
250.
250. He's 3 years old. He's like 3 years old in like a week. And he's doing this 250 piece puzzle. And so after dinners, we would do it together. And the first night that we did it, it was so fun. Like he was funny because he would like put each of the characters, like all the
He's really good at like the
pieces.
faces and the bodies of the characters, not so much like the corners and the filler stuff. But
and so it was a proud moment as an uncle as he finished Bowser, like the very last piece, to be able to complete Bowser in the puzzle. And I got some pictures of it, and I just thought it was fun. It was
cute. He's like, again.
Yeah. And we got to watch the Super Mario movie with them. We ended up watching it like 2 or 3 times because that's how kids are. They like something like, let's watch it again. So it was a blast. It was fun. Geeves or Firestorm? Either you want to
I'll let Firestorm go. He's got something.
Oh man, yeah, I've got so many. I was trying to actually think down. Things are great right now. I think that mine, I'll choose just a family one. I live in Orlando, so we have Disney passes, which is kind of typical for the Orlando family in general. And so this past week I took my son to Disney on like a Disney dad date with him. He's 5 and he loves Toy Story, so we went to Hollywood Studios and went to Toy Story Land. And he's a bit of a timid guy. He's a little different than me. He's pretty timid and quiet and a little fearful. But this time when we went, he was like, I'm gonna go on the roller coaster. He had decided he was gonna do it. And so we went on the Slinky Dog roller coaster, and I just got to watch his face the whole time. He literally just laughed the entire ride. And it was just like, there's something about child laughter. Some of you guys, or, all of you guys from being an uncle, aunt, dad, mom, there's something about children's laughter that's just so like joyful in it. And so I latched onto that, and I've been thinking about that this week, just seeing his little face light up and laugh on the roller coaster. He absolutely loved it. So proud dad moment. Really fun.
Nice.
I'll share a photo in the Discord later of his face, and you guys can just see the utter joy. Thanks, man. Yeah.
Did he only do it once, or once he did it once and like kind of overcame it, was he like, let's do it 10 more times?
I mean, we would probably do that, except that the lines at Disney are outrageous right now because of summer. So, but he did love it.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Nice.
All right, Geeves, you're up.
This is just gonna be sounding boring and repetitive. I mean, right now, the first thing after doing this, I was really kind of like tired as late night last night, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this YouTube thing with friendly fans, but it'll be okay, I guess. But like the more I talk and see you guys, like I'm just really grateful for the community. Like it's just been. I mean, man, you start to think about like we're in our 4th year and getting to engage with people from different backgrounds, different countries, cultures. It's just been such a wonderful experience for me. And I think sometimes I probably take it for granted. But I think right now, like I think about like everything about this game and the community. I'm really just grateful for it. I love the game. I love grinding. I love being around and being around people like these people. Being around all you guys. Probably, I almost want to say this is right now the best time I've had in this game, and it's not because not only is it because of the game, but it's because of people like you that are my friends. So Issa, I think you're awesome. It's been so much fun being in shows with you. Firestorm, we've done this a couple times. It's just been an honor. So
agreed. Ditto, my friend.
Right back at you.
We're going into senior year, guys.
No
4 years of Mario Kart.
Can you believe
great
that come this September we could have all gotten bachelor's degrees?
Absolutely.
That's right.
We graduated high school.
Yep.
All right, Issa, you're up.
Well, I'm grateful for to see another year. It's always a blessing to see another birthday. So some positive. This video is about him anyway. So let's throw all the positivity back on you, Geeves.
No,
it's been great. finally be able. Well, I've already been on the video with you before, but it's always a good time to see you and to talk to you. And same thing with others, Firestorm, Friendly Things. Like you said, like the community is amazing, and I'm just really glad I was able to find it.
Love it. Okay, I'll wrap up. Geeves is awesome, but I actually do have something outside of Geeves, even though Geeves is pretty amazing. Guys, I can officially walk without like crazy limping right now.
Good.
I tore my calf almost 4 weeks ago.
3.5, yeah.
Wednesday will be 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
3.5.
So yeah, 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks ago, I tore my calf.
Did you have surgery?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe ripped. Maybe we should say that you ripped it. Tore sounds like it's like.
It sounds like you had the surgery and
deeper
stuff.
that like.
Okay, I ripped my calf.
There's 2 connections and then it split in half.
Okay, I ripped my calf. Couldn't walk for 3 weeks, and now I can walk without limping a little bit. I still walk like at this pace of like an old grandma.
We
But I
did
can
have
do
to
it.
get you a airports that we were in
Guys,
last week.
life hack. If you guys want like first class airport experience, bring a brace to the airport and go to a wheelchair access place and be like, I have an injury. I actually did have an injury, but seriously, they put you on the wheelchair and it's like you go past TSA, they take you to the front of the line of the TSA, you're the first on the plane, the first off the plane, they take you like behind the scenes of the airport down these like places that you've never seen before, and you get to the baggage claim first, and I don't know, mind blown. We got upgraded seats because they're like,
Wow.
we're gonna put you towards the front of the plane. I'm like, sweet.
So you don't have to walk all the way to the back.
It was great. So highly recommend getting injured so you can have a first class airport experience. It's great.
I'm gonna do that.
And I was surprised how few questions. Like, we just walked up to him like, okay, sounds good.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's better. Yeah,
You
I
think?
mean, I'm sure it's not fun, but I'm glad it's better.
Yeah, it's getting better. Mhm.
Well, I'm sure Frenzy Fanboy is a joke because like he's probably been stuck doing all the chores, right?
So it was funny when we went through the first TSA thing.
Yeah.
Frenzy Fangirl had gone through first, and like there were some other people that went through, and I was just kind of like standing there, and he was looking at me. He's like,
What's wrong with you?
"What are you here for?"
I was like,
That's great.
And I was trying to think of the words. I couldn't think of the words, but I was going to say that I was your emotional support pet.
Yeah. Oh,
That's great.
kind of embarrassing, but as long as you don't like make eye contact with anybody, like you don't feel the shame. So
Because the other funny thing is, everyone else in the airport that was in wheelchairs was at least double your age. They were probably all looking at you like, really,
you win.
really.
That's awesome.
That was
You
embarrassing.
just wear a sign that says torn calf muscle.
Right, yeah. Yep, that's what I'm grateful for.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us, and good luck at the end of ranked. Hopefully everyone gets their Luigi Knight gold if they've been fighting for him. And
It's
until
just
the
a
next video,
game, okay?
It's
gonna
just
be
me. Nobody
No,
cares.
it's life or death, Geeves.
Nobody cares.
Gold Luigi Knight or nothing. You quit.
Right.
I'm just trying to put the good vibes out there for people that are trying to get the good scores, you know? That's what we do at the end of the episodes. We
I will quit if I don't get him.
I'll
No.
still be your friend.
No.
All right. Well, until the next episode, may the frenzies be forever in your favor.
See you guys later.